Good morning, good night, another late night discussion before we all call of the night. I know most people are probably sleeping or about to call of the night, but I want to just talk about well being. And I want to talk about how society does not care about the well being of men. Um, as a man, you're told to suck it up, you're told to man up, you're told to grow a pair of balls, and you're told to go out there and face the big bad wolf. The big bad wolf is the world. Um, it's sad that in this society that men are not given a voice. Men are not able to express themselves and talk about what's going on with them mentally. You know, um, you know, I've been watching a lot of domestic violence stories, and you see a lot of men who don't have control of their emotions. I know it's a lot of men out there who have taken their partner's life all because the woman wanted to move on and she was done fooling around with them. She didn't want to deal with them no more. Some men can't accept when a woman is ready to move on and when she's tired of them. Um it's just sad how as a man your emotional well-being, how you feel, is not important in this society. It's just sad how society only cares about how women feel. It only cares about their emotions and feelings. But as a man, society doesn't care anything about your feelings. You know, when you a man, the world beats you down. And it's like, no matter how bad the world beats you down, you got to still stand tall and still be tough. And I've drawn the conclusion that if you're living a bad life, I believe it's because people think you're ugly. I truly believe that. I believe if you're living a bad life, people think you're a bad looking person. I used to think that some people live a bad life because it's the devil. The devil don't have nothing to do with it. The reason why some people live bad lives because people think they're unattractive. And that's what I had to realize. If people think you're an unattractive person, you're going to live a bad life. And I feel there need to be more public forums for men to talk about their problems and their issues and just the things that they go through. Because it's like as a man, you have to ball your emotions up and keep them all inside. You can't be transparent about what you feel as a man. You got to keep it all sucked up. And I believe this is a big reason to why a lot of men self-medicate with alcohol and drugs, because they're not given a platform to express what's really on their chest. And I always felt that you need to talk about your circumstances. You need to talk about your problems. You need to talk about the things that bother you, because keeping it all balled up inside, all that's going to do is just cause you nothing but pain, you know? And that's why you have some men who lash out in fits of rage. And this is why you see these court cases of men getting the death penalty, being sentenced to the death penalty, and men being sentenced to life in prison, because men are not able to express themselves. And when you keep these emotions all balled up inside of you, you will lash out in a fit of rage, you know. But it's just this is just more confirmation that society doesn't care about the well-being of men. If you a man, the world is against you. People just don't care. you know. Um, I just, it's sad because women will always have somebody to lean on to. Women will always have somebody to talk to about their problems and circumstances or whatever they're going through, whatever's bothering them. They'll always have someone to talk to and vent, to about their problems. But as a man, you don't have nobody to vent to about your problems. You just got to suck it up and man up, you know. They just go to show you the sexist society that we live in. Being a man is not easy. My father told me this. But I truly believe that if people think you a bad looking person, this is really going to make life hard for you. And I truly feel that this is the reason why some people live bad lives, because people think they're unattractive. Because I was trying to figure out why my life has been so hellacious and why I've had all the challenges that I've had in my life. I'm a firm believer that, the way you look is it's definitely going to determine how things play out for you. And being a man is just tough. I guess that's why the life expectancy of men is not that long, because of all the adversity and pain that you have to experience as a man. And I just wish that society cared more about the well-being of men, because men are always the ones who are seen as the villain in society. Men are always the ones who are seen as the bad guy, And as a man, all the responsibility is always on you. It's never the woman's fault. It's always on you. That's the sad part about being a man. Especially if you're a man that people feel is unattractive, you really gonna live you really need a platform to be able to express whatever you're dealing with. Because I'm seeing it. If you're a man and people think you're unattractive, your life is going to be a living nightmare. And I'm sure you guys can relate, because my life has been a living nightmare. Society is just sick. And it's very sad that society it doesn't care about the well-being of men. As a man, don't nobody care about your problems. They don't care about how bad life been for you. They don't care about the hell that you done had to face. No one cares when you're a man. And that's something that needs to change. People need to start, I feel society needs to be more sensitive to the well-being of men. But, that's just my personal opinion. You guys let me know what you think. And I'll be back at you guys with more content very, very soon. This has been another late night discussion. You guys have a good night.